back, everyone. I'm going to take us all back to the map view where we last left off. Belthus now wields the legendary sword. Um-Durman. Exactly. As you guys stand within this chamber, you can hear the running water from that natural spring in the back seem to trickle into that font. You can hear the crackling of the torches that you guys have lit in hopes that that was one of the keys to unlocking the mysterious trap on the altar.
It was close.
My question to you all is, what do you do now?
Certainly.
I'm losing somebody.
No.
There you
Okay.
go.
So, Guy's going to look at Belthus. Well, there's a lovely butter knife you found in my basement. How much do you think that's worth?
What do you think, like 5 gold?
Mr. Geyer, you know this isn't your house. Tinny was kidding. No.
But how did I know to get in here? And why'd I have the key?
Because you're smart and we found the key pieces together over the last few months of our lives, or however long we've been together. I don't know what time it is. You're very smart, Mr. Geyer. That's how we got in.
Guy's going to try to rub his head and just take the cup and go fill it in the spring and get some more water.
We can't sell it. We need to fight people first, or Belthus needs to fight people first.
Can't is a strong word.
Yet. Let's add yet in there.
I'm just saying, if it's in my house, I should be paying for it if he's taking it.
But he'll pay you in his protection. That's what he normally does.
I will lay down my life for you, Mallard.
You nearly
Well,
have it a
that's-
bunch of times.
That's extreme. But you could decapitate people for him.
He has done that too already.
I was going to walk over towards Belthus, give a little nod, and sort of flank over by his side just in case something's going to happen.
Did that come with a scabbard, or are we just gonna be walking out of here with legendary sword that every demon worshipper in the Misty Vale is looking for, waving openly?
I don't think they generally make scabbards for swords this large.
I also think that there's nobody between us and our cart right now. Like, we just have to go back up
We could hide it, yeah.
and hide it in the cart. And then when we need to fight, Belthus just grabs it and starts hitting people.
Or we could just find an enemy and hide it in them and just carry them around.
I think that's more obvious than just the sword. I think a decaying body with a metal.
Well,
weapon
who's going to
in.
question it? At that point, you look too psychotic to approach.
Conrad, what makes you think we already don't look too psychotic to approach? There's a reason why, like, no one in town talks to us.
Oh,
This is true.
I do have
Seriously,
bandages.
no one in town talks to you people? What's wrong with all of you?
We once tried to be mayor of this city, and
We never put in our formal paperwork yet. It hasn't happened yet. It's fine.
Better not miss the deadline.
I already have the paperwork. It's fine.
While they're talking, I am gonna take out my bandages and start tying up.
For sure.
Just to give us
Yeah.
a little bit of plausible, you know.
Yeah, I will say that in order to you've pretty much used your
Use them up.
bandages. Yeah. So,
Okay. Okay.
pretty big, pretty mighty sword.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do it around like the handle? Like sometimes you see that on swords.
Cover
Yeah, I
with
guess the
jewels.
parts that are most distinctive looking, I'll make sure to bandage really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right. Well,
Keep the heat off of us.
Excuse me, I'm at a bit of a loss. If this isn't my home, then where are we supposed to be going? What was the whole purpose of this?
The purpose was to get this, Mr. Geyer. And now we did.
Now we have to go defeat the Demon Empire.
Great.
You're ready to come along?
Come on with us.
DM,
Yeah.
my darling DM. It's what time of day is it right now?
It was earlier because you guys just woke up, traveled into town, went right to this place. So it's before lunch.
Do you guys think we should go see Draneth and see if he can help Mr. Geyer's brain?
Yeah, I'm actually a bit worried going into the belly of the beast with him, not having his full wits about him, so to speak.
I mean, unless the fight comes to us, I don't want to go to a fight until Mr. Geyer knows everything. If a fight comes to us, we don't really have a choice.
I think that's a good idea.
All right, did someone just make a comment about climbing into the belly of the beast?
You'd be surprised how often it happens, Mr. Geyer. You'll
Hopefully we can
remember
avoid
soon.
that.
For many foes, it's their weak spot.
Only Belthus would know that.
Disgusting.
Guy's gonna look at Connery. I think there's something wrong with this lot.
No. You fit in just fine. I don't know what that's.
The ultimate diss.
Yeah.
I was just gonna wait and basically gonna follow behind Belthus because
Okay.
Kalsko's just slightly offended right now because she's like, "I'm your best friend," and you say there's something wrong with all of us.
So the party's intention is to go visit Draneth, is that correct?
Yeah.
So
For now,
Okay.
it's right there. It's also
there.
like quick.
Yeah.
quick trip.
Is there anywhere on this like altar that there could be something hidden? Any like further?
Well, go ahead and roll. You can roll spot hidden if you'd like.
Let me see. What's mine again? 15.
15.
Okay, so 15.
Gonna double check here really fast. Hope if I miss. Ow, cat! Ow!
Did it bite you?
She keeps like driving her claws into my legs.
Oh no.
With your spot hidden roll, you don't find anything. You do know that, like looking at the goblet that was here with the water, it looks like it could fetch could be very valuable. The prayer book that sits upon it could also be very valuable.
Mhm.
But other than that, there really isn't anything other in here. Like, I mean, the torches could be useful. The armor, the standing armor that's around the room, even though it doesn't look like it can't be worn, but it could be valuable.
Mhm.
But really, it's just a lot of the things in this room could get you a little bit of coin.
Okay. I'll take the prayer book, but I won't take anything else.
Okay. Sure.
Kalska takes the goblet.
Kasuga takes the goblet.
I mean, look, unless these things come out of the shapes of these walls come for me, I'm taking the goblet.
You guys grab those. Perfect.
I was gonna take one of the helmets off one of the armor stands and just very like haphazardly set it on his head.
Yeah, it doesn't quite fit you. It's like it just bumps into your bill as it comes down. It doesn't quite. It's definitely not made for a mallard.
No, that's the way Geyer rolls. He puts everything on his bill.
Right. So as you guys kind of come up, the the like faded sunlight of the misty veil kind of reaching down onto these steps as you kind of ascend, moving some of the stones out of the way that from the quick descent that you guys made upon putting the key together, when the floor just kind of just gave out from underneath all of you at once. It's very cartoonish, where you guys like your bodies fell and your heads just stayed put for a second, and then you guys
watch everybody else fall and you just look down.
That's right. Yeah. And meanwhile, Connery was over on the other side, just like looking at a flower or something, or chasing a butterfly. You guys reach the top of the steps, and you're on your way towards Draneth. But the minute you guys reach the top of the steps, you hear a slow clap. A slow clap that you recognize because you heard it before. And stepping around the corner of a piece of the ruins, you see a mallard with green feathers, scar upon his bill, dark cloak.
I'm feeling the way Connery's feeling right now.
And you see that he turns the corner, and now you're starting to see that a couple others on your right and left start to appear. And Belthus, you look over your shoulder and you see that a couple more come from behind. And you quickly realize that you are surrounded by cultists. And and you can see Quasimodo is still a little bit away, and he's like, "Oh, bravo. Bravo, my friends. Oh, you know, I must say, how honored I am to have such a wonderful group working for me now. By the way, thank you for taking care of Leonora for me. She was just kind of getting in the way. See, my ways of doing things are a little bit different from her way of doing things. And now that she's out of the way, well, guess the ball's in my court now. Or actually, I should say, well, I guess the choice is up to you all. You see, you have something I need, and you have a choice. You can keep it, and then lose your lives, or you could hand it over to me right now, and I'll let you live.
Kalsika leans into Gaia really quick and tugs him down, just so he like comes down to her level, and she goes, I know you don't remember this, but he tried to steal from you, and he's a dick of a duck, and I think we need to kill him. Now you're all caught up, and she like pats him on the arm and...
So where he's straight across from us.
Hmm? You guys actually looking around, you guys recognize two individuals right away. Kaya and Wakefield are part of this squad. You can see a couple guys that you recognize from being in the inn, but you've never actually like spoken to. They were just kind of like there as like Quasiman's little goons. But then there's this other guy. Removes his hood. A long time ago, you guys shared camp with a woman, a farmer named Oda, who had an adult son named Medvin.
Oh.
He's there, and he's got a cloak on, and he's wielding a weapon as part of this group.
Is this the cabbage guy?
That's the cabbage guy. Yeah, that's right.
Question, DM, who is merciful. How many of them are there?
You have a total, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cultists plus Quasiman.
Okay.
One for each of us. Well, not one for each of us. 2 for Balthus, and 1 for the rest of us.
2 for Balthus.
Gonna step around the corner a little bit. Towards Judgener, what are you thinking?
The minute you start stepping, you hear Quasiman go, decisions need to be made.
wants to just start.
So does
Start
Kalska.
chaos.
I'm gonna back Tinny on this play if she wants to pick it.
Geyer takes off the helmet.
Did I lose my?
have a clue who
I rolled it.
any of you are. Who are you that you're calling me friend?
We're not.
Don't play me for a
told you.
fool, Mallard.
Kalska just looks
Drop
at
the sword. Walk away. Survive. Live another day, my friends.
How many feet is Quasiman from me right now?
He
So-
is. Well, meters would be how many meters? Let's see.
I can't see these squares so good.
Yeah, honestly, this map is
2,
not
4,
very
16
good. You're-
squares, so 32 meters, I think. Oh no, 8 squares, so 16 meters.
16 meters. Yes.
Yes, thank you for that reminder of how close we are for a range.
Geyer's just got the helm in his hand right now, looking around at people with literally just a.
Oh, you look ridiculous with that helmet on, by the way.
Would you like to buy it? I found it downstairs.
No. Drop the sword.
I don't have a sword. I have a helm.
He has the sword.
Yeah, it's his. You don't get to have it. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
Are you
Can I
guys-
lose?
Kalska, did you say that?
Yes.
All right, we're rolling. We're pulling initiative cards.
I'll make the decision. We weren't giving it to him. That was the hard one.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Because there are only 10 initiative cards in the deck, and there are more adversaries here than I can pull, I'm going to combine a couple of the adversaries together. So, like, a couple of the cultists will go on a turn. I'm not going to make them all go on the same turn because I think that's a little bit unfair.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to kind of piece it together to where, like, I think Kaya and Wakefield will go on the same turn. Medved, or Bar and Maxwell will go on the same turn. And then Quasiman and Medved will have their own turn. I think that's the way I'm going to do it. So that way I can still do, if Geyer, if you still want to use your ability, we'll still be able to pick 2 cards for you at the beginning if you wanted to do that.
I think at least for the first turn, I'm not going to, because right now Geyer is a little in front of the party and isn't really noticing what they're doing as he's looking around, literally just completely out of his depth on this one.
Gotcha. Okay. So first round, you're going to go without your second pull. So I'm going to add turn. Can't click on the right thing here. All right.
Cat says, can a viewer gift a Bane to a player?
I don't know if that's an option. I don't think I put it in there. That would be very, very cruel, though.
Please
I
don't
like the
think
way
that.
chat thinks on this.
I would say
Love you.
it's 3,000 for a boom.
Hey, don't give
I
her
would
any.
say that
I need you guys to stop. Stop.
I have
DM,
a
what do you
feeling.
think?
I have a feeling
3,000
I know where the
Bane?
boons would be going, or the banes would be going.
No.
Got a hunch.
Hold on.
All right.
Yeah. What you do is you can give the game master a Bane, and he'll use it.
Oh, they're asking if they can use the Game Master Bane to a player, paying more for it.
But she never said paying more for it. So whose side are you on?
Giving a Bane to the Gift Master costs more than giving a boon to a player.
Oh.
Well, it's funny how this conversation turned out, because guess who gets to go first? Connery pulled the number 1 card.
We didn't take the trash out twice, according to chat.
Oh no! Oh.
That's okay. That's what the Dungeon Master's here for.
Oh!
Michael, end the stream. Fuck this off that. Please just cut it for the night.
Oh, oh, he's on fire!
Let's hope Geyer doesn't need healing tonight.
That's right. Connery, you get to go first, as it looks like Kalsika has really ticked off Quasiman and his crew, and they look like they're about ready to approach aggressively. What do you do?
Well, I have chosen to use my Berserker. So let's see. Does that count as my action?
Immediately attack the nearest opponent in melee combat. Already.
Okay. So who would be
Yeah.
closest to me would be this guy right here.
No, poor little Medven. You remember you shared some delicious cabbage stew with this fella.
Oh, this is a cabbage guy. Okay,
Yeah, this is Cabbage Guy. But he doesn't look like he's really happy to be here. He looks very angry at you, and he's holding a weapon.
So Connery goes into this rage upon seeing Quasimodo, and he just immediately flexes up and tenses on his grip around his staff, looks over at Melvin, and just lashes out the staff right upon his head.
All right, go for it.
With a boon,
Yep.
attack. Hopefully this works here.
Either
That
parry
was-
nor dodge.
Yep.
Ouch. 5 damage.
Yeah, that was a terrible roll. I rolled a
Yeah.
1 and a 4.
Bad on the damage roll, but you kind of catch him off guard as you kind of flex and rush up to him very quickly. Just one quick slam to the forehead. He stumbles back just a little. Mm-hmm.
In the art of fairness, he can dodge or parry. I cannot.
You can move. Oh, you cannot dodge or parry. Okay. I will say that you caught him so off guard. He's not going to take. He won't get a dodge or parry. Okay, he'll take that. You can see some blood starts to run down Medved's head from the shot to the forehead that you unleashed upon him.
And I think I took an equal amount of damage from chat right there. Like,
oh yeah. take 5 points of chat damage. All right. Going next to numeral.
Have we had a rest?
You had on your way back. You would have had 2 camps. So.
But I took damage falling, so I'm down.
Yeah, you guys fell down the hole and took damage from falling down there. So.
Okay, that's right.
Okay. I'm gonna like move my token a bit just to see like distance for things quickly. I'm not committing yet.
I can I'll make the.
I forget how to do the.
I can make the grid darker for you.
That could be possible. Okay, so trying to see.
Making it
if
darker
I can...
made it worse.
Oh, actually, that kind of helped.
Let me make it darker. Can you see the grid any better now?
Yeah.
Tried to make the grid a little darker for you.
so what is that in the middle, anyways? Is that like a statue or just an
It's
altar?
like a broken altar. This is the best like map I could find to kind of simulate. There wasn't a map for this, so.
Line thingy. Oh,
Yeah, that's how you tell.
so
Yeah, you're like 10 meters right there. It'd be about 10 meters.
Okay, that's what I was trying to
2,
figure out.
4, 6, 8, 10. Yep.
Can
I
I
can
hit
look
them
at the
both?
small number under it. and
That's-
just double it.
Yeah, that's 10 meters on both of those.
Although I wonder, because I have to do 2 different spells. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
Okay.
And I am going to cast Master Spellcaster, which costs me 3 willpower points.
Ooh.
And I am going to cast 2 different spells at a single action, and it must be 2 different spells. You can roll for the first spell and then activate this for ability. Okay, I guess it doesn't really matter. All right. So the first spell I'm going to do is Mental Strike at our friend Quasimodo.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do it at. Hold on, I gotta see something. I'm also gonna do Salamander, but I kind of forget how that one works.
Isn't that one?
Salamander. There you go. I'm just seeing if power level is a thing with Salamander. I don't think it is. No. Okay.
Salamander's
So
just like you just cast it at 1 power level.
Yeah. Yeah. And it just is, I think. Oh, HP 5 per power level. So I guess it matters for its HP, if that's it.
But just a reminder for Salamander, it takes 15 minutes to cast it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It would take a
shit.
long time.
That's a stretch,
I forgot
yeah.
about that. Why is it like that? That's so stupid. Okay, so then I'm not going to cast Master Spellcaster. Thank you for that. Wonder. Yeah, I don't have anything else. So let me give myself those 3 back. Okay. So I'm just going to cast Mental Strike at power level 2 then.
2? Okay.
At Quasi.
At Quasiman.
So let's
Hey.
see.
And go ahead and make your roll for it.
That's a save.
That's a success, yes.
Right.
You can roll your damage up.
Oh yeah, I forgot I have to.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, how does that work? Just try- It's 2d6. The attack hurls the victim 2d6 meters away and inflicts the same amount of damage. Each additional power level adds another d6. The spell can be dodged or parried as a ranged attack.
That means it's 3d6.
I think she froze.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no, she didn't froze. Pretty sure she was just adding.
I'm just.
You were so still. I was like,
You even thought that was, yeah.
13.
13. Yeah, you said this could be parried, correct?
Yeah, it says it can be dodged or parried as if it is a ranged.
Parried as a range attack. I think you can only parry if you have a shield on range attacks. So he can take a swing at it with his blade all he wants, and then you're going to do a thing for him. As you slam into him with this mental strike, you can see he goes flying. What's that? 13 meters? So he goes flying back here. All the way to the edge of the map.
Oh my god.
And he rolls across the ground and looks like he is in a significant amount of pain. As he is now prone
Wow.
down here. I'm trying to find my symbol for prone right there. And you just hear the rage duck quacks go flying through as he's going flying through the air, slamming upon the ground outside of the ruin from this mental strike. Anything else to numero? No? Okay. Brings us to Calcica.
Laugh.
Laugh.
She's gonna laugh at him. Yeah.
Kalska's gonna run up to back here, since it's closest to me, and I will stab them with the cursed dagger.
Hey,
I mean, if it works. It works.
that hits.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
Saving my willpower for something later if I need it. Oh, come on.
Ooh,
Only 4 damage.
4 damage.
It's okay. Michael, I told you should just roll my damage for me.
With the 1 on the damage roll. Yeah, he tries to, it's like he slightly kind of backtracks a little bit as you're swinging the blade, sees it, and you kind of misjudge with the cloak and where his actual like body is, and you slash through the cloak and just kind of graze him with a quick slice of your knife. That will end your turn. Bringing us to Medven, who stands in front of Conry right now, is going to strike Conry. He's wielding a hand axe, skill level 14. So he's going to try to swing the hand axe at you. Gotta get a 14 or better. And misses. He goes to strike. It seems that the shot to the forehead dazed him just enough The strike does not land true. That brings us to Belfus.
All right. Keeping an eye on all the different. Oh, yeah.
Didn't you say this guy goes on the same turn as him?
Wakefield and Kaya go together. Medven has his own initiative.
Oh, okay.
On Maxwell's turn, Maxwell and Bar will go together. They're paired up.
Okay.
Goons from the Three Stags Inn.
Keeping an eye on the different conflicts that are breaking out, I'm actually going to trade initiative with Geyer.
Trade initiative with Geyer. Okay. So Geyer will become the 6, and Belfus will become the 10.
I've always thought Belfus was a 10.
Nice. So that brings us to Geyer's turn. You're on the clock, Geyer.
Was not anticipating that.
Surprise!
Okay, who is the shortest among our assailants?
Who's the shortest among your assailants? I
Probably.
would say this guy over here, Mr. Barr.
Okay, how far can I go? I don't think I can get there. No, I can't get all the way to him. Okay.
This guy over here, Wakefield, would probably be the second short.
Okay. So, yeah, Geyer's at a loss right now, so he's going to circle around behind Belfus. And then looking at this individual over here, just going to take the helmet off and throw the helmet at him.
Excellent. Go ahead. Just roll. Oh gosh.
Agility.
Just roll agility. Yeah.
Hey,
Watch it kill him.
There you go.
Horn goes in his eyeball and he's out.
Just roll a d6. 4 points of damage. Okay.
Nice.
You catch Wakefield off guard, and his helmet goes flying across the battlefield. Ping! Smacks him right in the face.
and then
Dealing some damage.
gonna circle a little more and sort of crawl up on top of the remnants of this altar.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sort of like sandwiched in between Belfus and Numeral.
Mm-hmm.
I feel a little more comfortable right now. With shields on either side.
You got 2 shields. There you go. Very nice. That brings us to Quasimind. Quasimind stands up and looks like he's like struggling to stand. Blood's kind of pouring out of the side of his duckbill as he looks toward you all, and he rushes this direction and takes cover behind some of this rubble. And you see that he pulls out a light crossbow as he's running across and pulls it up and rests it on that piece of rubble that he's hiding behind, aims right at Numeral and takes a shot. This is going to be a skill level 15, so a 15 or below. 4 is going to strike true.
Would I be able to use fast footwork to dodge an attack?
You can. If you spend the willpower points, you can try
Would
to
that
roll
count
your
for
evade.
This kind of attack?
Yeah, that counts here. Yeah.
So it's 3. 1, 2, 3. What do I roll? Oh, is it evade?
Yeah, you just roll. You have to roll against your evade. So
My evade's 14, so that's
So you succeed. So you duck out of the way as the bolt goes whizzing by you. It goes whizzing by Geyer and off into the distance. You hear the duck just curse from the distance and say, "You should have given me the sword."
Never.
And then Maxwell gets to go. And on his turn, Bar will also go. Maxwell is in front of Calcica, going to make an attack against Calcica. Check what. As a short sword, skill level 14. 14 or better. The D20 roll is an 8. That will succeed. Gonna take it.
I will also use my fast footwork to try to get out of this situation.
All right, go for it. Spend your willpower, make your evade roll.
I make my evade.
Success! Able to dodge out of the way from this attack as well as you hear the frustrated grunts from the cultist in front of you. Bar is... The closest person to Bar is to Numeral, unfortunately. So Bar is going to rush up and take a short sword attack at Numeral. Skill level 14. That's a 2. That's going to strike true.
Do it. Fast forward.
You can, yeah. If you want to spend the points, you can.
I'm glad I got all these extra willpower.
Willpower, yeah.
2, 3. Okay. Let's see.
That's gonna fail. So a D10 damage coming your way. 3 points of damage to Numeral. Your armor can.
And my armor.
Your armor will take some away.
2 of that, right?
And it says.
Yeah, I think because you've got the thicker leather armor, so you only take 1 point of damage to Numeral.
Okay, so it's just 1.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
there's like the alternate armor rules where it's like leather versus wood.
But I don't think this is.
Yeah, I think that for this kind of weapon, it's chainmail that I think has the effect on it. I think.
All right. So
leather is bludgeoning damage, I believe. Kaya gets to go next, and unfortunately to Numeral. Well, Kaya's gonna try to be the brave one here. She's gonna rush Belfast. Because Wakefield gets to go too, and she kind of like eyes Wakefield on her turn, and they're gonna kind of try to double team Belfast. So a hand axe coming your way. 14 misses. And Wakefield is gonna rush up to Belfast over here, and a hand axe attack, skill level 14, hits with a 13.
Let him hit me.
Gonna let him hit you?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if this can even do anything to you. 9 damage.
Ooh, that I take a damage.
You take a point of damage. Look at that.
Yeah, and I'm already wounded, so it's chipping me down.
Yeah. You take a strike. You can hear Kaya say to Wakefield, "We can do it. We can get the sword." And that will end Kaya and Wakefield's turn, bringing us to Belfast.
All right, and is Endurman was I able to get the bandages off? Is it battle ready, or do I? Need to
Well, they just kind of honestly, like, you start swinging this thing, those things will just tear off. So.
Okay. I'm gonna. So Wakefield is the one that just hit me. I'm gonna, with Endurman ready, I'm gonna tell him. Yeah, we spared your lives all for this. Big mistake. And I'm going to swing and potentially use a heroic ability here. So if it hits, I will be activating a heroic ability. So let's see here. I think this is gonna work. So a 10 would hit.
It would hit
for 14 potential damage.
14 damage.
In addition, I am going to activate my new heroic ability.
Ooh, I think I
Massive
know what it
blow.
is. Oh my!
Which will be an additional D8 damage.
You can roll a D8.
Weasel.
18 damage
18
total to
damage. So,
Wakefield here.
as you say that, we spared your lives. Big mistake. There's this just anime-style flash. And then for a moment, Wakefield is just standing there. And Kaya's like, "Wakefield, we can get the sword." And all of a sudden, you just see the top half of Wakefield just slide off the bottom half. And there's just a pile of gore laying on the ground in front of Beltis. As
Single
you
drop
just,
of blood falls from Um-Durman.
that's it. You just destroyed him in one blow. Wakefield is deceased.
Wow, that's sort of.
Should've run.
And that will
You guys
end.
opened them up for you.
We should have killed them in the first place.
That will end this round of combat. I will go ahead and shuffle our.
Please let Beltis be number 1.
I'm going to use my ability.
Oh, you're gonna use it in this round? Okay. I will add another turn for Geyer here. Add a turn. Shuffle. Kill these, and hopefully it works. Like it did.
Yep.
And well, let's see. Geyer, your best roll is the 3.
I'll keep the 3, I'll drop the 7.
Keep the 3, you got it. Take the 7 out. Okay, to numeral. You pulled card number 1. What would you like to do? You've got a cultist right next to you that's trying to just slice you to bits. You got Quasiman back there who has cover now.
Right now, I'm gonna use my dagger and try to backstab because Geyer's next to me, right? So I can backstab. I think.
Yeah, you can backstab him. Yeah.
Yeah, because I took that.
Then the willpower and
Yeah.
add
3
enough dice
willpower.
if it hits.
Great.
It's a
Okay.
beautiful thing when you get that extra damage.
Yeah. So let's see. That succeeds.
Yes.
Is it a boon to hit?
Oh yeah, you did get a boon to hit with
get
your
that dragon.
backstab, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You
Let's
get a
see,
boon, so you can roll again and see if it gets at a better number.
Looks like the bonus dice.
Get that dragon.
Okay, so let me pull out that tab again.
Oh, no dragon. It still hits.
So my damage for this knife is D8, and I get a bonus agility of D4. So I'll do those first. Okay, roll 1D8, roll 1D4,
Oh wow.
and then backstab gives me
D8.
Another D8.
another D8. Okay. Cool. Mhm. Okay.
14, dang.
14. So what weapon were you using?
That's my the crystal
Oh,
knife
your
that
crystal
we
knife.
also,
Your
picked
The Omeline one.
the
oh,
Viomaline.
yeah, excellent. So with one quick, you're kind of looking over towards Quasiman, so you kind of take this guy off. You kind of, even though he was like, you were dodging like his attacks, you turn towards Quasiman and kind of nonchalantly just drive your dagger up through his lower jaw. And with that one strike, he falls to the ground motionless.
Yeah.
Bar has been defeated. Would you like to move?
Yeah, can I like go oop, actually wait, why am I just not working? Yeah, can I go like here?
So you got to jump over Geyer? Geyer, your shield is now gone from one side.
What do you think you're doing? Get back over there! Everybody's doing better than well than that.
Kaya and the artist formerly known as Wakefield get to go. Kaya's like, Wakefield, no! And then goes into starts growling in rage and is going to try to attack you again, Beltis. And this time, since she is so enraged, I've been hoarding a boon that's been given to me from chat for weeks now. And I think this is the appropriate time to use that boon on this attack.
It's not gonna matter. His armor's gonna soak it up anyway.
Well, unless I can score a dragon on the boon. I can definitely do it. Hand axe coming your way. I need 2. I'm gonna roll 2d20s. See what's the better result. 10 is still gonna be a good enough roll to hit you.
I guess I'll have to try to use defensive here.
Can you use defensive here?
To try to parry.
Parry. Okay, go for it. I think you have to roll one of your weapons to parry it, right?
Yeah.
And you do.
Just barely.
So now, I don't think. Yeah, Um-Durman
If
has.
it does.
It's not going to be enough to
Okay.
to break Um-Durman's durability.
Yeah, if she does 18 damage.
Yeah, it's not going to be. It's not going to even. It's 2d6. Not going to do it.
Looking
All
for
right.
this?
She like kind of like it's like kind of you like clinch Um-Durman like right underneath the top of the hand axe, and there's a moment where you guys like meet face to face with gritted teeth. I love it. Wakefield does not get to go because he's cut in half. Wakefield's legs get to go. They just move about 10 meters and then plop over. Geyer, it's your turn.
I'm actually going to go ahead and trade initiative with Kalsika.
Okay. Kalsika had a 10, so Geyer becomes 10. Now Geyer's the 10, folks. Kalsika becomes a 3.
This Geyer's really not sure. He's looking around at which way he can run. There's a crazy duck shooting arrows down there. A madman with a sword hacking people over beside him.
This escalated very quickly, Geyer.
Yeah.
You know,
Kalsika,
the only weapon I had was a helmet.
Kalsika, you're up.
Mad that she missed before, Kalsika's going to take another swing with the dagger, and I'll probably do backstabbing. Meets it.
It
hits.
barely hits, yes.
Fine with me, and I'll spend the extra willpower so it's 8 already, and then another.
Well, does backstab say you have to have another player within 5 feet of you to be able to activate it? I think you have to have another ally
Oh yeah, you're right.
to
Yeah,
do backstab.
Yeah. Okay, so I can't do anything else because assassin
Yeah,
doesn't work
you
here.
mean you're
Actually, I can do something else. I will use what we talked about earlier, Michael. I'll do my dual wield
Okay.
and my Biomaline dagger.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, just remember you get a bane on this
Yep.
attack.
Yep.
Oh.
Nope, just miss.
You can
So-
push if you want.
No, we're gonna.
Okay.
This is, I don't care about this guy. If this was Cosmond, I'd do it, but I don't care that much about this guy.
Hey,
Okay.
you make your strike true, but you can see he's wearing a little bit of armor, and you think that's the only reason that he's still standing.
And she just smirks up at him and just goes, "You're gonna pick a fight with a little girl? Really? That's how you want to go down?"
You're not a little girl.
You don't know how old I am. How rude.
whoa, whoa.
Oh no. The worst thing you can do is assume someone's age. Here you go.
Doesn't matter what land we're in.
Connery, you've got Medven in front of you who just tried to strike you with a hand axe. Oof.
I
You rolled a number. You rolled a 1 on damage again.
one or again.
You slam Medven in the chest. He just slides back a little bit, loses his breath for a moment. And to think, I shared some of our best harvest with you.
I'm a carnivore.
I'm a carnivore. I love it. I love it. He's still up though, Connery. Anything else you wanted to do? No? Okay.
I'm good.
Maxwell gets to go. Standing in front of Kalsika, he's going to swing a short sword again. 14 is the skill level. Oh!
Oh no!
Oh! Let me pull up our rules really quick. What is our melee fumbles?
Melee fumble.
Kalsika, do me a favor. Roll a d6 for me, please.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Since he's fighting you, I'm gonna let you do the honors.
5.
5. You
don't have-
slam your weapon into something hard and damage it. Any use of this weapon gets a bane until it is repaired by an artisan.
Oh.
So you kind of, he misjudges and slams the blade off of the stone ground beside you, and you can see the blade just snap. As now he's holding just half of a broken short sword, right? And that is...
She just laughs at him and just goes, "See, what did I tell you? You're so stupid."
And Bar doesn't get to go because Bar has been killed by Tenumeral. Or Bar. Belthus, you're up.
Alrighty, locked in with Kaya here. I'm gonna just try to go for a big, massive swing again.
All right.
We'll see how this thing goes. And if it hits, I'm gonna try massive blow again. Oh, I'm gonna push.
Gonna push?
Yeah, I am angry that my moment here is being so.
That time
Okay.
it will strike for
Plus
13 damage plus your massive blow.
So a
From your
total
anger.
of 15 damage.
15 damage. Go ahead and you can describe how you take Kaya down.
Okay, I guess, like locked in, like, as we were before, take a moment and slide away, leave her reeling, and then just, like, kind of like right from the shoulder down through.
To cleave through.
Yeah.
You hear Kaya, like, let out this terrible, painful scream as she slumps to the ground, motionless.
Wish it ended differently.
Kaya, no longer with us. You like to move, Belthus?
I don't think I can. When I use massive blow, I have to stay still.
Oh, yep. Massive blow means you lose your movement. Got it.
Yeah.
That brings us to Quasiman. Gotta see something quickly.
I love how Geyer just jumped on this like altar thing, and then we created like a pile of bodies around it.
You are sacrificing everything to your mallard god.
Quasiman looks as if he is filled with rage. And he charges. He throws this crossbow down in frustration. Rushes up towards Geyer and can get right next to Geyer while unsheathing a scimitar. And he says, "I've been wanting to do this since the day I met you, stupid mallard." And he's gonna try to just slice at Geyer with his blade, and he's activating his mallard ability, which if he gets angry, he can roll with a boon. So he's gonna roll this with a boon.
Use your new ability.
A 3 will succeed.
So Geyer is immediately going to panic seeing this happen.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to turn to the side and shove Belthus in front of me.
You took Weasel! You took Weasel! You took Weasel! It's Guardian me!
Brilliant! That is brilliant. And Belthus, you're just dragged and shoved in front of Quasiman as he's jumping up with the scimitar, and he drives it down and strikes true. So scimitar damage is a D10.
Now he can still dodge or parry.
He can,
Yeah, he can technically still dodge and parry.
I think I'd be a little caught off guard, and I'll take the hit. I was like, what?
2 damage. You soak it all. So just sparks fly, and a very stunned and shocked looking Quasiman stands there before you. Stupid mallard. And that
Seems a bit clever, actually.
Medvin gets to go and tries to strike at Connery once again with a hand axe. 14. Let's see if it's good enough. 7 is striking true, Connery. Anything you'd like to do?
Can't do anything.
Can't do anything. 2d6 damage. 8 damage to Connery from Medvin.
All right, soaking up 3.
Gotcha. After Medvin goes, Geyer, you're at the bottom of the round.
Okay, no.
I don't think Weasel doesn't take your action. It's just a.
It doesn't say it does, so I'm assuming not.
Yep. It's your go.
Okay. So, what does Geyer have on him? Apparently I do still have that poison dagger, so Geyer's gonna pull the dagger out and take a swing at the duck.
All right, you got it.
I'm looking down at him. How many times do I have to tell you I have no idea who you are? That'll hit.
That'll hit.
Oh.
So it is
I know this.
5 points of damage, and it's a lethality 14 poison.
Lethality 14. So I think the way that works is I have to make a roll. We have to make rolls here. You know what? I'm going to spare us the rules because that's going to be enough to kill him regardless. So, Geyer, you can go ahead and describe how you take Quasiman down.
So, as Geyer has just grabbed the Beltus and, pulled him down. And as the sword scrapes off, Geyer's moving backwards, I don't know who you are. And
It just goes right in the back of the neck. You see Quasiman for a second go, ugh. Start to stumble backwards. You hear the clang, 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 clang of his scimitar to the ground. And then he just goes, stupid mallard. And just falls over right down at your feet.
That man was racist against his own people.
And Quasiman is down. Did you want to move, Geyer?
Jump over all the bodies.
Basically, as Geyer is sort of having a little bit of a panic attack at the moment, realizing that he just pulled a knife and looking at Quasiman on the ground. They're like, oh, and is going to drop down beside Quasiman to just sort of crouch down as small as I can behind the altar, hiding.
Excellent. We go to a new combat round. Did you want to use your ability again, Geyer, or are you going to just pick one? Okay.
No, Geyer's now pretty much at a point where, okay, I've got a little section. There doesn't seem to be any threat down in this area. I can duck down here and hide again.
Take some people off of the initiative order who are no longer with us.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Rest in pieces. Many of them will be. Kalsika, you're first to go.
We're gonna same old dance here. Curse dagger for 8 damage.
8 damage. And with a quick slash, Maxwell goes rolling down these steps behind the altarway and lays down at the bottom of the steps motionless. Maxwell has been defeated.
Kalska just sighs and turns, and when she doesn't see Geyer because he's behind the altar, and all she sees is bodies float over there, she screams and will just run this way to start looking for Geyer. I think that's probably about as far as I can go. She's just screaming for Geyer at this point. She's panicking.
Medvin is the last cultist standing there with his hand axe, looking towards Conry, and just shouts towards you all, "You fools! You don't know what you're doing! The Dragon Emperor is just going to enslave everyone! The demons should rule! Sathmog for life!" And he starts slashing towards Conry one more time. And rolls a dragon.
Oh! Oh!
He got inspired by his own little speech. What do you can't do anything, Conry? No, you got to take it?
Yep.
No, it's a start of your turn. You can dodge or parry.
Yeah.
Round. You haven't had your
You
action
dodge your
yet.
dragon.
Neither dodge nor parry when you're berserking. So no.
Oh, he's
Oh, that's
berserking,
right.
so he's unable to do that. Let me double check the damage on this. I think he does have a hand axe, which is 2d6, so that means there's 4d6 coming at you.
Bring it on.
11 damage, Connery. You do soak 3.
3. So that means I am at literally 0.
0.
On the
Oh. With that, Connery falls to one knee. Medven smiles. The numeral, you're up.
Take his head, Tinny.
I rolled 2 1s in that damage too.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'll roll 2 on.
Numeral is actually going to run over to Conry and try to do healing.
Oh.
When someone hits 0 HP, you can bring them back with 1d6 HP. First aid, the healing skills used to save the life of someone who has their HP reduced to 0 and is at risk of dying. So, I guess I just roll for healing?
Roll healing? Yeah. I think you have to have bandages to get.
I do have 5 bandages.
Okay. Yeah, so you can use bandage. Do bandages give you a boon, or does it just make it that you don't have to roll with a bane? I think there was one rule in the healing section
Required
that's
to avoid a bane on healing rolls for saving lives.
There you
Each
go.
attempt consumes a bandage.
So yeah, you just make a regular straight up roll then with your bandages.
I'm gonna push that.
You push it. You got it.
Yeah, so I'm feeling a little exhausted. I just killed a dude. Got one more guy left.
Oh no,
Alright,
no!
Oh no.
I'm apparently just not.
You can Numeral is trying her best to patch your wounds.
Connery's over being choked by the bandages.
Medven kind of looks at you to Numeral. He's like, "Don't bother. You're next." As he seems to have gotten a lot confident now that he's taken Connery down.
She'll roll her eyes at him.
Geyer, that brings us to you.
So, crouch down, hearing Kalska running over, screaming the name that he's been told is his, gonna stick his head out a little and just go. And then
I say he sees just a blood-covered Kalska just crying with relief as soon as she sees him.
And then it looks like he's gonna start just rummaging through Quasman's thing, but then looks over, seeing Numeral run towards Connery to be like, "Can somebody tell the stupid dog to get back up and do its job?" And I'm going to try to rally Connery.
Oh, rally Connery. Okay, you got it. I think you have to make some kind of persuasion roll, maybe.
Persuasion roll, yeah.
Do you have? Is it made with a boon, or do you have to? Oh,
I don't know. I really hope so, because that was a demon.
Yeah, that's a bad roll there.
Within 10 meters in earshot can persuade you to rally, blah, 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 blah. No mention of a boon.
Oh, so a demon roll. Actually, Connery finds those words extremely offensive, and it doesn't really help Connery out there, Geyer. You might have to try some nicer words next time. That's more of a vicious mockery than it is a rallying cry.
Words, kill the cabbage guy, for the love of God.
For the love of God, kill the cabbage guy. I like that.
That ends
Geyer's turn.
My go.
Connery, it is your go.
All right, all these rounds where these sessions where I've been raising persuasion. Let's see if it actually paid off.
Oh!
Oh, look at that! Is there special rules for if you roll a dragon on rallying? Is there anything that says anything about?
Yeah.
No, it says, you rally yourself rolling against will with a bane.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you weren't supposed to use persuasion on with yourself.
Rolling against your will with a bane.
Will with a bane instead of persuasion.
Okay, let's do that. Will with a bane. So let me
Still
take off
got a
this.
one.
Let's do this.
Hey, I'm gonna count the 1. So whatever your next roll is on your will,
1.
I'll count the 1.
Don't do a bane then. All right.
Oh, no, it just roll 1. Yeah, just roll 1 die. Mhm. You still are gonna do it. You
All
rally yourself.
So he is now gonna stand up and he's just gonna look right at Cabbage Boy, and he's gonna say,
it does say that rallying counts as an action.
"Yeah, no, I know."
Yeah.
And I am going to use my movement, however, to make way for. I'm gonna look at the Cabbage guy, and I'm gonna say, "No, we have every idea what we're doing," and now I'm gonna step aside to make room for Belvis.
Gotcha. Excellent. That does bring us to Belvis.
Yeah, on cue with Conry's words, Belvis is charging in with Um-Durman up in the air.
Nice.
2, 4, 6.
Are you really gonna slaughter this poor farm boy, Belvis?
You know, he joined the wrong gang. Lived by the hand axe, died by the sword, I guess. This is not massive attack. Yeah, so that would be 12 damage.
12 damage.
That's something he can do.
You drive the blade through Medven, and he goes flying back over the rubble. And
I love.
You don't hear
one swing than my 2 combined.
And you don't hear anything from Medven anymore, as there is just
Salute Conry.
as there's just a body laying there within the ruin. And you guys are out of initiative.
Tinny, are you there?
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm back.
She's
I'm
back.
back. I froze.
Hmm.
What happened?
Conry's dead. Belfast decapitated him.
No!
Oh, that guy. So dead.
Wait, did Belfast kill
Yep.
him?
No, Connery's rallied. Go, we need to fix him.
Conry's making death saves, walking around.
Yeah, are we out of combat? So I can
Out of combat, yep.
You can.
Dead. The Medvin guy.
Yeah.
Geyer is just rummaging through Quasimond, because why not?
Kauska's
Roger
gonna
with the
start
call.
picking through Wakefield and Kaya.
Okay. Quasimond had he really only had like a scimitar and a light crossbow.
No money?
I'll say he had a pouch on him. Go ahead and roll a d8 for me.
Belvis is patrolling around, making sure that no one else is around to sneak up on us.
Okay, go make an awareness roll, Belvis.
Cool.
I do have power
He had 5 gold on him.
ones.
Okay.
Not aware. Helmet.
Helmet still blocking your view.
Yeah.
What was Kalsika doing? Rummaging through Wakefield and Kaya?
Yeah, it's gonna look through Wakefield and Kaya, and then
They would have roll 2d6. They would have that amount of like silver on them.
Okay.
And
Oh my word, Conry. Really?
Oh no.
No.
They both have hand axes and slings on them. Is what weapons that the
No, hey, don't read that. Don't read that. GM, hey,
Oh
hey, look
yes.
at me! Look at me!
No,
Not
no.
at him. Look at me!
look over here. Look at
There you go.
Oh my god!
he's laughing.
I'm done with magic in this game. This is
It
awful.
says the demon shows up within the next shift.
Why'd you have to copy paste?
So it doesn't have to be immediate.
No, it's just in the next 15 minutes.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be immediate.
Yeah, not stretch, right?
It shows up within the next shift,
Yeah,
in the next
shift,
15 minutes.
so 15 minutes.
Oh wait,
Shift.
shift.
Next shift.
Shift.
Mhm.
Oh,
Shift.
that's a 6 hour
Our
one.
shift is 6 hours.
Yeah.
Oh. So we have time.
That means it's up to the GM discretion when that demon arrives.
Can we rest another hour?
Connie's just trying to summon an army of demons.
A heal, bro.
There you go.
Just
You do.
wants to heal.
The first time something like strange happens, Conry. Like you start like casting this spell on yourself, and you can hear this strange like. It starts out as like strange whispers, and then the rest of you start to hear something strange start to happen, like.
That will make Kalska jump up and look around thinking someone else is in the bushes. Can I look since Belth has failed?
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
I meet my awareness points.
Yeah, looking around. You see your cart, you see the dogs. You don't see anybody else really around. Like,
You see Geyer sprinting to the cart.
If Gaia runs to the cart, Kalska's running with him. She's
Geyer
not
hearing that is just taking off to sprint.
Do you
Kalska,
think Stathmog or Ezreal Koth could sense we have Um-Durman and it's been brought into the world?
Could be.
I don't think that we can do anything about that if that's the case. Mr. Geyer, get back here. And Kalska's gonna like tackle Geyer at the feet so that he can't keep running.
Maybe they'll come and try to take it.
So-
Stop it.
Coming to
Can-
take what?
Can we finish the original idea of visiting Draina?
Yeah,
We should definitely go to
Dragonus?
Dragonus.
he's one of your friends, Geyer.
Because like
And
I
like,
wanted to learn something from him before leaving town.
okay. Kalska looks at Geyer and just says, "We're gonna go meet another friend. He looks weirder than most of us, but he's actually probably slightly more normal than us."
Just turns and looks at Conry and over to Numeral. That's not a very high bar.
No, but it might make you feel better. Let's go. And Kalska just frog marches Geyer.
okay, so
To
you
the
guys start
cart.
moseying to the. You're gonna take the cart over to Dranis. All right, so you kind of wheel the cart around, and you get to Dranis' little hut, and you start to walk towards the hut. You can see that the door of the kind of like weird kind of curtain that he had over the door is just hanging there. There's an odd smell, odd aroma.
Kalska runs in with her daggers out.
Okay, you push the curtain over out
Yeah.
the way. There's something standing there with its back to you, almost as if it's like moving, doing something.
Oh
And
crap.
You turn around and it's holding the body of Dranith. And it just looks towards you, Kalsika, and it's got blood like running down its face, like dripping off of its chin. And Dranith's limp body is just like in this thing's grasp. And it just goes. I see the weapon is with you. I sense its presence. I will take it
must be
to my
Brandon.
lord
What is it?
myself. He drops Dranith like down to the ground inside his hut, like just like a limp body.
Can I
To the
tell
ground.
Dranith is still? Does he moan or anything?
It doesn't look like he's making any noise whatsoever.
Okay, cool. Kalsa just screams for Belthus and then is going to both daggers out at this thing.
Okay, and that's where we're gonna take our break for the evening.
Daggers on Dragonus. I thought he was a friend. You said he looked weirder than us.
Dranith's on the ground dying, Geyer.
He's not standing right there.
This is a Dranith.
This backfired on because originally I picked going to see Dranith because I realized that learning a spell will take up to a shift. So it was forcing Michael to summon the demon, but I didn't know he was going to summon him like this.
Not like this.
Not like this. Well, we will see how our party deals with a demon showing up in the middle of Outskirt. when we get back. Now that's weird. When he played it, it dubbed in mine. That's strange. I don't know. I'll have to figure out what's up with our soundboard today.
I do want to point out you guys hit the wrong button. It's this one.
We'll be back in just a moment. Stick with us, everybody. Hello, and thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Proficiency Bonus. Please take an opportunity to support our sponsors.
First up is Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is an online storefront based in the Great White North of Canada. They sell everything your heart could desire, so long as everything your heart desires is largely polyhedral dice sets and other TTRPG sundries. Check them out for all of your dicey needs. Perhaps buy a lovely hardcover copy of one of these fine books. If you're feeling especially cute, you could treat yourself to a t-shirt or one of these fine little proprietary Little Dragon Corp dragon plushies. They've got all the classic types of dragon, like Mooney, Terra, Dad. Whatever strikes your fancy over on Little Dragon Corp, be sure to enter our special promo code BONUS at checkout for 15% off of your order. That's BONUS, BONUS, for 15% off your order. That's like if you made 7 individual purchases, you could basically buy anything you want on the store and it's like it was free with all the money that you saved from earlier. I'm absolutely positive that's how math works, and I will be taking no questions at this time. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp.
Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com.
Don't forget to find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links to our social media pages and outlets are located below this video.
Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month.
While we are away, now is a great time to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and there you will find hours upon hours of content to enjoy. Click the bell icon to activate notifications so you won't miss a single show. Once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you are enjoying the show, and we'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back, everyone. So standing before, well, Kalsika right now, as she has run into Draneth's hut, is a terrible-looking demon. He has extended, like, fur, like, sticking off the back of his head and down his neck. And you can see as he starts to, like, raise one hand, he almost has, like, bat wings that connect to his arms. And his hands end in these very pointed and razor-sharp claws. What do the rest of you do as you hear Kalsika scream and rush in?
Charge in too.
Charge in.
Stepping forward, right beside her.
Casca's gonna try to hit this thing with her blades.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Draneth. I understand we're friends, and guy's gonna hold his hand out.
As Kalska goes to stab underneath.
As Kalsika is running to stab it. All right. Here's what we'll do. We will go ahead and pull initiative cards. Now I will. If you guys could you guys all drag from your journals over there? Could you take your character and drag a token on here for me? And I'll just go ahead and pull initiative from those tokens that you guys drag. And I'm just going to have to add another turn. Connery, were you able to drag a token on?
Bro,
You're muted.
Did you drag a token on somewhere?
where am I dragging it from?
Over
Your
on the
journal.
over in the
Click on
journal
your
where
character.
where your character is. If you click and hold and then drag a token right onto the map, it should populate the map with a token.
Basically, click and drag your character sheet onto the map.
Yeah, just go
From
where
the
there
journal.
you. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Then I'll bring it over and then I can grab all of you. Geyer, I guess since you're shaking its hand, you're not going to use your ability to pull 2 cards?
No, this is a friend. I was told that this Draneth lives here, and he's a friend of ours.
Excellent. Hot food. I better shuffle. You guys had no rest whatsoever?
Yeah. Could have.
Hey, thanks for reminding us.
Suggest a
For some reason.
stretch rest or whatever.
Buddy, there we go. No. Oh, you know what? Need to add to. Let me do it correctly. I don't have a token. Let's call it D-Bud. And it gets to go. We have 2 cards. Delay, folks. Ugh. On roll 20. Try it again. There we go. Connery. It's fitting that you pull the first initiative card on this.
So Connery is not doing so well. Let me make sure I'm doing this right because I don't want to. All right, so Connery is exhausted because he took the berserk, and that automatically ends in exhaustion after it wears off. Connery exhaustedly is going to walk in, see a dead Draneth, a demon, and just instantly find the energy to immediately enter the room, press his amulet in his hand out, and go for it.
Ooh, just gets it. The purge.
All right, and that's going to be 3d10 worth of damage here. So,
Not be dodged or parried.
you got to be kidding me.
1 and a 2 in there.
These ones.
10 damage.
It seems that the demon you created is strong against your power.
Whose side are you on?
How dare the one who brought me from the underworld try to return me to the underworld?
Say
Look.
what now?
Created you. Why don't you listen to your papa?
What?
And it's the
Sad?
demon's turn.
Oh no.
The demon rolls a d6.
Hopefully he's got some choices because me and Kelsey are there too.
Rolls a 1. The demon reaches out to shake Geyer's hand. You will do just fine. And you see it like smile, and it has these 2 terribly long fangs as it grabs your arm and it tries to pull you close and lashes out, tries to bite you. Takes firm hold of an opponent. D6 piercing damage. Armor has no effect.
Oh.
So
Also loses D6 willpower points and becomes dazed.
So I can see this thing is like, as he's reaching out, it's lunging towards me.
Mm-hmm.
Weasel.
I'm nodding my head.
Sorry, not sorry.
And I shove Connery in front of me.
Oh, using Connery?
What's his
Grabs,
name?
reaches
it's
back,
me.
grabs Connery and pulls him in between him and Calcica.
Is it just me, Connery, and Calcica?
Yep. Connery.
I'm throwing
D6
Calcica.
piercing damage first. 1 point of piercing damage, Connery. So that's good. Armor had... Oh, you only had 1 hit point? Well, you had 8.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. But you also lose 5 willpower points. And you have to take the condition dazed.
I only had 1 left anyways.
All right, so those are gone. All right. That ends the demon's turn, bringing us to Calcica.
Calcica's just like, what the? And is going to stab at this thing as much as she can.
And what I'm also going to roll too, since you guys are all 3 like around the demon, anybody else who gets within like melee range of this, since you're in a small hut, is going to have to take a bane on their roll to try not to try to actually get hits on this thing without hitting your friends.
Okay, so.
Yep.
And then I am going to use backstabbing because everyone's near me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use my dual wield. So, so with backstabbing with my Viomaline dagger, that's another D8.
Mm-hmm.
To that. So 8 plus 5 on the first hit. And then now
damage.
With the Bane on my... Oh, I said Viomaline, but my Curse Dagger hit with the D8. Now, using the Viomaline Dagger in my offhand with the Bane.
Mm-hmm.
Still hit.
Still hits.
For 4, but I get to roll another D6 and I'm going to use backstabbing again.
Backstab again with that too. Got it.
6.
10 more damage. As you slash into it, it squeals out in pain and screeches. This violent, like really high-pitched squeal. And at that, Belphus.
Alrighty, I'm gonna charge in, try to kind of muscle my way through the crowd to get a clear shot at this thing.
Sure,
This will be with a Bane,
it will be with a Bane now that 4 of you are like kind of surrounding it.
Okay, and if it hits, I'm gonna try to activate some stuff, but oh yeah, even with I missed out on a
18 damage.
But it's also a demon, so isn't that an auto crit?
It is a demon, so it's an auto crit.
Okay, so that would be an additional, what, 2d10?
Additional.
It's not a demon because he has a Bane on it, not a boom.
That's right.
But
Yeah.
Um-Durman auto,
When
like
it
anytime he hits when it hits, it's an
The demon, the demon type of creature. So yeah, anytime
or
it
dragons,
hits.
or dragons.
So you get to roll an additional 2d10.
And then I had wanted
34.
to do Dragon Slayer to get the additional D8 as well. So
39.
So as quickly as this demon has arrived, Belthus comes in, charges in between you guys, and just with like this one massive swing, it looks like the demon is about ready to start like taking off, like bust through the ceiling and bust through the roof of this small hut. But as it goes to do that, it runs into Um-Durman, crashing blade running down, and you split the demon into two halves. And you watch as the sides of it start to turn into, as it just lets out what's left of a screech, it just starts to blacken and turn to ash, and then the ash just starts to slowly move about the room.
Connery tries to jump into the pile of ash and say, "No, my child!"
And you guys are already out of initiative.
I hate magic. I hate magic. I hate magic. Casca just sits, crawls over towards Dranith and tries to see if he's dead.
Why did you people just kill Dranith?
That's not Dranith, Mr.
Not
Geyer.
good.
This is, and I'm checking him for. I don't know. I have
Lady
to roll-
Seer, get in here.
Do I have to roll a healing to try to check on
Yeah, you can roll healing.
I mean, it's not going to be great. Yeah, I'm a. You know what? For this, because we might need him to fix Geyer, I'll say I'm a little scared, and I'm going to push that. Although I
Okay.
have only a 6, but so whatever. But I got to try. Nope. Just scared.
I'll walk in and try to heal him also.
Okay.
God damn, that's
Succeeds. Mine succeeds.
Okay.
you
Um,
cannot.
You both make a valiant effort, but nothing seems to work. As Dranith remains just lay there in front of you. Looks like he took quite a bit of damage with these massive chunks taking out from around his neck area.
Cool twist of fate.
Is Haffermall around?
Looks like some sort of canid creature tore his throat out.
I think it was.
Yeah, I don't think half of them all didn't know revive either.
Oh no. Tanumra would start to cry. Holding in another friend's dead body.
Yeah. Outskirts getting emptier and emptier every day.
I'm
Things keep on getting worse and worse.
Going down,
gonna
so
be an emotional masochist, and I'm gonna cast Scrying.
Okay.
To see, like,
Oh my god.
what happened?
Cast
It's very
Scrying?
obvious.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure it's obvious. The thing that we just killed.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay. Gonna cast your scrying spell. So 14 succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the visions that you get are all of a sudden this. You can see Dranith is enjoying this this beautiful pipe with some kind of. He's just smoking a little bit. And he looks like he's just like having a go about his day, and all of a sudden this red fiery glow just kind of appears in the room with like a bright flash, and you see this lumbering creature just step out from this glow and just grab a hold of Dranith. You see the pipe falls out of his hand. You can see he's getting ready to try to like defend himself with some sort of spell or something, and then just without warning, he was just caught by surprise, and the creature just goes just starts gnawing on his neck. It appears to be kind of like drinking his blood.
So I'm crying. I did this crying. I'm crying. As usual with this spell.
are you
And
satisfied?
I would say, he didn't even get a chance to fight back.
I don't.
I think that was obvious from the hole in his neck.
This thing just walked into town, walked into his house and killed him?
Does Tinny say that it appeared in like smoke and stuff? It just
Yeah.
appeared fire. Demons are able to do that, I think.
They can get to us anywhere.
On that,
It called me.
Hey, one more wonderful thing you people have told me about yourselves now.
well, Mr. Geyer, I think you need to understand two things right now. One, we're trying to help you, not leaving you to run around the world with demons not defenseless. And number two, this is what the reality is if we don't do what we're doing. So, everyone's sarcasm needs to sit in the backseat of the cart right now, and we need to talk if we're burying Draneth or not, and then we need to take a rest because we all look like crap. Cool? Kauska's like up to here. She's like if I had like a chart of like, you know, emotional explosion, it's like
I was just gonna reach out and pat Kelsey lightly on the top of her head again. I suppose you're right. I did take quite a bump falling when that door opened.
he's your best friend. He's your best friend. He's your best friend. And Kauska just
Start walking back to the cart.
I'll pick up Traneth.
Tinny, do you
Tinny
know what?
would kind of look around and see if she could see Draneth's grimoire anywhere.
Yeah, it's there.
She would pick that up and take that, as he has been our teacher, and I think he would want us to have his knowledge for what lies ahead. And she would kind of look around to see if there's anything else that like might be useful for them.
There's a lot of experimental herbs. He was a very adamant gardener.
I bet one of those plants can help with dementia and Alzheimer's.
Oh yeah. Don't suppose any of you are herbalists?
All right, so I would put his grimoire in my back. So let me try this. Grimoire.
Yeah, you got his grimoire.
And the prayer book now.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should bury him, maybe around here by his hut.
I mean, I think that as a mage, you would probably want to be cremated.
I think it just depends on your individual preference. I don't think all mages want to be cremated. Do they, Tinny?
Could put a
Is that
salamander.
lore? Is that
Do we
lore?
know the burial rites of
Yeah. Is there any lore we
the
can
Misty
know?
Vale?
You probably don't know. I mean, it's probably a preference thing. Cultural preference.
Can I spot hidden his will somewhere in this dang hut? Is there a will with the wishes?
You look around, you don't find any will.
Big board that just says, cremate my grimoire.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a huge, strong preference for either. What's in his grimoire, also, by the way?
Let me check.
I don't want to sound mean, since we just lost Draneth. And even despite the fact that a demon appeared in his home, this is a place where we used to be able to rest peacefully and safely for the night. And if we're gonna bury him or cremate him, maybe we just do that nearby and then sleep here tonight. It sounds a little macabre, but
I'm gonna
we
post
could
something in
camp.
Roll20 chat if one of you could grab it and put it in the Discord for me.
Cool.
Yeah, perhaps lightning won't strike the same place twice, so to speak.
Yeah, I don't quite know why a demon would spawn here.
I mean, you were yelling and screaming and calling at your child, so...
Connery just kind of
It's-
his beak.
Kalska smacks Connery's hand off of Geyer's beak and just looks at him and says, "It said you pulled it from the underworld. I heard that. What did you do?"
I don't know what I did because I've never met that guy. Like, I just walked in here.
Honestly,
Maybe-
officer, I've never met these people before in my life.
But you said this was Drana's house.
I
You've
think
been here before.
maybe
You must have if he was a friend.
The demon was the friend, Geyer.
the combination of fighting Um-Durman and doing a lot of magic at once maybe just opened a portal.
We create a lot of attention for ourselves.
Which is again why I think we should sleep where we can.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
it's rough.
after flipping through his grimoire, Numeral would say, I don't see any fire spells in here. He has a lot of animism. I think he would want to return to the roots in the earth from what kind of magic he studied. So, for burial.
We'll go take then.
Yeah, I'm glad you volunteered. Here's a shovel.
Kalska doesn't blink. She takes the shovel and will go outside and start. She doesn't care.
I'll go help.
Are you
Yeah,
guys
me
just
too.
planning on burying him right here at his
Yeah,
residence?
right near his-
Yeah.
He was always eager to come back here, even when we took him out on a journey. So
Yeah, so somewhere like next to his herbal garden, you guys find a suitable place in digging, resting his body gently into the pit. Once you have dug it, you guys start to slowly begin to fill him back in. You lay his body to rest. Anything else?
Nah, never mind. I was gonna say, Numeral would maybe place the jeweled brooch with his body as we bury it, but
You know,
he
guy.
didn't really like jewels.
Yeah, he wasn't a really
really
flashy
wear clothes,
guy. He didn't care
Yeah.
about the way his clothes looked. He
he was a wise teacher.
He was a great guy. No matter how old and wrinkly and villainous he looked when we first met him.
Is there like a small stone in the garden somewhere? Like, yeah. Because
Sure.
Kalska will like scratch his name into it with one of her
Mhm.
crappy daggers and
Okay.
like, you know, not quite a headstone, but just like a nameplate over him.
Sure.
Yeah.
Put it roughly where I think we put his head. Hopefully, I'm not covering it. You know.
Gotcha.
Goes to show that no place is going to be safe until we solve this for good.
Or till we stop casting spells.
Half was in outskirt, yeah.
Who
Right?
was that?
We've Hafferman?
Afamo was an outskirt. Yeah, at least the last time you guys saw him.
Michael.
We'll have to maybe send a message somehow to
I mean,
Tanaka Tetsu as well and let him know his old friend Drana has passed.
yeah. I'm wondering though if Haffermal can help with Mr. Geyer remembering, or if we want to just go to sleep and hope that the morning's better. I mean, it's midday right now, but I will sleep till tomorrow morning if I have to.
Yeah, maybe we should sleep.
And then
For
tomorrow
this
morning
off.
we can seek out Haffermal.
Yeah.
Maybe we should take a page from Geyer's book, go up to the bat cage, and try to send another message.
How about no?
Wait, there's a bat cave?
No,
No.
bat cage.
No. No. No.
I'm sure they've cleared out her room by now anyway.
If I remember,
Yeah.
I think we took the cage with us.
Yeah, you did. And then the bats tried to attack you, and then they flew away, and you killed some of them.
It seems that A lot of things are dying on us.
I wonder why. Kauska will just find the corner that she Kauska goes in Drana's hut to the corner where she always curled up and slept whenever everyone was wasting weeks here studying magic. Because she couldn't do anything, so this is where she would sit and read her stories and then fall asleep. So she just goes to that same little
sleeping in Drana's hut. Okay.
If no one's has a problem with it, but I don't want to. Kauska doesn't want to go wandering around town right now in case another freaking demon finds us. She doesn't know what's going on.
Numeral would sleep outside with her sleeping fur from the cart.
Okay. Just right here at Drana's kind of front yard kind of area?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
I guess I'd sleep in the cart.
Okay.
Connery would look around and see that there's no place to sleep that is within my standards, so I'll go sleep at the inn.
Okay, gotcha.
In a comfortable room and take a bath and live a life of leisure.
Will cost you 3 silver.
For a bath?
That's the whole package.
I'll take that.
How about Geyer and Belthus in this situation as you see your party beginning to rest? And it's only just a little past lunchtime. A lot has happened this morning.
Geyer would sort of look over at... let me just take a quick look here. Geyer's checking the stock and everything on the cart.
Sleeping tinny in there.
Probably sell that and get some good money for it.
Inventory, 1 sleeping elf.
1 sleeping elf.
And Geyer doesn't really see anything, so Geyer's just sort of gonna wander around the town a little bit because it's too early. He's a little freaked out what's going on, so just gonna sort of wander for a while.
If Geyer goes off and wanders, Kauska's getting up. She's not. No. If Geyer doesn't settle down in the hut, and he just wanders off, Kauska's gonna get up and go follow him.
You trying to sneak?
Yeah.
Geyer trying to sneak, or is Kauska trying to sneak? I'm just asking how that's all working out. Are you trying to sneak away?
No, but
no. Okay.
She's paying attention to the fact that Geyer doesn't come in to sleep in the hut, or doesn't hear him and Tinny arguing over space in the cart to sleep. So.
Yeah, it's Geyer is sort of hanging out by the cart, and then as Tenumeral comes in and just sort of grabs her stuff and lays down. The dogs are already laying down. He watches Connery wander off towards the inn. Kauska goes into he's just sort of and starts wandering. Seems to be heading towards the general store and the blacksmith.
Okay, sure.
I'll follow him, but I'm not gonna talk to him or bug him. I'm just keeping an eye. I'll walk.
Got it. Belthus, what about you? What are you doing at this time?
Holding vigil at Dranis right now.
Okay. It's kind of standing above the freshly turned dirt.
Yep.
Here.
Yep.
Gotcha. So, Geyer, as you're walking around, you head towards the blacksmith, and you can see the blacksmith, or no, the general store. You can see the general store owner standing outside, with a kind of a larger man who has kind of looks a little bit maybe orcish descent, possibly, standing talking. They seem like they're talking. It seems like the store owner, Master Olvar, is kind of laughing and smiling. Captain Hardy is there as well, and it seems like they're all just having kind of a conversation. You look over and you can see the 2 dwarven individuals, the blacksmiths. Looks like they're overlooking some of their inventory and looking at some of the blades that you receive. They have kind of finished working on and are putting on the shelves and racks and stuff in the front to display for others to see and hopefully purchase. You can hear the laughter of some small children as they run by carrying baskets of different baked goods. And you can see a couple halfling, a male female halfling kind of like jauntily, like just happily like skipping behind their children as they're kind of like rushing along. And that's the moment where your memories return. As you remember why it was that you are doing what you were doing. As you see these individuals, these townsfolk, sharing these smiles and sharing this laughter with one another, sharing their everyday lives with one another. You remember coming rushing over you like just a rushing wind. That powerful emotion of what it means to not only make a gold coin, but also do some good in the world while you're at it. And you are now Geyer again. And you should be filthy rich by now.
And as Kalska's on this, she probably notices Geyer's sort of walking in that same sort of a very sort of slow and anxious pace that he's had the last few days. He just sort of stops and sits there and he watches the head goes down a little bit and then comes up. And then Geyer's going to take a quick look around to see who's around him.
Yeah, Kalsika ain't but probably like 20 meters behind you.
Geyer's going to get that really sort of shady smirk on his face. And then looks over at Kalska and just goes,
She hasn't. I don't think Kalska's caught on yet. But when he flags her over, she'll walk over to him. Did you forget where we were staying, Mr. Geyer?
No, I actually had an idea of taking care of something I thought you could assist me with.
Okay, yeah. And he says, like, I had an idea and I need assistance. She's like, it sounds like her Geyer. Like, this is the first time this Geyer has had it, so she's just a little like, okay.
So, Geyer's going to start heading back because with his memories back, he remembers where he buried 500 gold worth of equipment. And is going to go loot Ophelia's grave.
Oh gosh,
which
okay.
he had intended to do, but then lost his memory and forgot about.
When we start to go that way, and Kalska's like, at one point, like on the walk, she'll quietly say, like, Mr. Geyer, where? The hut's that way. Like, because it's like near-ish that way, like where the. She'll point.
Yes, but Denumra's asleep. Which means if we move quickly and do it now, she won't catch us.
Mr. Geyer, she's sleeping in the cart where we have to put these things.
We're just going to carry them back to the blacksmith and sell them right away.
When he says sell them right away, Kalska's eyes like brighten. Because that's the click for her. And she just hugs him around the middle really tight.
Okay.
And Geyer literally just picks Kalska back up.
So you guys are gonna have yourselves a nice little time skipping to the graveyard where you buried Ophelia, digging up all of the treasures you buried with her.
Before we start walking, though, Kalska's gonna like hold Mr. Geyer's hand so he can't walk. Like tug him to stay still. Mr. Geyer, I want that money just as badly as you do. But if Tinny finds out somehow, I mean... And she kind of like looks over her shoulder to make sure no one else is around. and that Tinny just doesn't appear like Beetlejuice when we say her name too many times.
As long as we don't speak it unbroken, we should be fine.
Tinny, Tinny, Tinny. There she is.
Exactly.
Mind blast.
Exactly.
You're
that's
dead.
Kelsey's exact fear. She just goes, I think Draneth dying is gonna make Tinny think of Ophelia. And she might come visit. And so even if we get away with it, she's gonna find out really quick. And I want the money, Mr. Geyer. You know I like money more than most things, but like, I don't like when you and Tinny fight.
But we won't be fighting. I don't know where Ophelia's buried. Somebody
Mr.
else
Geyer,
followed her.
Mr. Geyer, they're gonna figure it out. I get it. I wanna trick people too, but not our friends. Not when someone's
But it's
just
so much
died.
money.
I'm not saying we don't come back and do it after we kill the Demon King. Let's just get through the fight with the Demon King first.
Fine.
Besides, like, if we kill the Demon King, you get to be mayor anyway. They're just gonna have to give us money through taxes anyway. It'll be fine.
Yes, but we could have more money to run the campaign better.
We won't need a campaign. The campaign is, we saved the world. We run this town now. Get in line. I don't...
That could work, actually.
Exactly. I mean, I get it, but like, also, like, I mean, Ophelia wasn't our friend, but she was Tinny's friend, but like, she wasn't mean. And I think it's important that she keeps her stuff until the point in which Tinny either goes back to her people and she doesn't know that we can rob the grave, or we die. This is gonna be rough. I would like Tinny to not like want to save us, just a little bit.
He's gonna reach down and put his arm around Kelsey and start.
Sorry, you told me I was gonna grow up on this trip, and it looks like I grew a conscience, and it's stupid.
Just go to the inn. We'll just let them be at Draneth. And...
If we see anybody we don't like in town or that we don't know in town, I promise I'll pickpocket them while we're there.
That can work. Just
I
make sure
feel like
Harvey doesn't see us.
Yeah. Hardy will just have to understand. I guess. I don't know.
How did Quasimans get back into town?
Well, that's kind of why I'd rather we just get out of here as a group without a fight, because if we're fighting and maybe Hardy's in on it or some of the guards are in on it, I just want to sleep and get going and deal with this. And I don't need you and Tinny to be mad at each other. Or mad at me, because I don't like when you guys are mad at me, and Tinny would get mad at me, and I don't like when Tinny's mad at me. She's kind of scary.
You're not wrong, but let's go get something to eat, get some rest, I suppose.
I promise once Tinny goes home, or we live, or something, there will be a point in which we have a better chance to rob the grave when it won't come to bite us in the butt.
If you're sure, just make sure we remember it, because that's a lot of gold.
Mr. Geyer, you're the one who keeps forgetting things, and Kalska just starts walking towards the...
How rude!
I mean, if you wouldn't cast stupid spells all the time, and she just keeps walking. And she's like, now that he's back, she's like trash-talking him for forgetting her, essentially, the whole time.
So if you guys are headed to the inn and you want a meal and rooms, that will be 3 silver for your bill.
I mean, Geyer has all my money, so that's up to
Yeah,
Geyer.
Geyer's
For each of
paid
you.
for everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I get to wash the dragon poop off of me.
You do see that Connery has beat you to the inn. He is hanging out whenever you guys do walk in, having himself a delicious meal.
Yeah, Connery's enjoying a meal, completely oblivious of these two and their evil.
You don't even know the Geyer has his memory back.
Geyer's just gonna walk in and... Greetings, Sir Dog. How are you?
I am. Wait, what did you just call me?
You look like a dog. You not?
No, he doesn't know your name.
He still doesn't have his memories back?
Why would he have his memories back? That only happens when like things go right, and nothing's going right today.
I'm just gonna look over at the bar and call over our food and whatnot.
Call over Magenhild and be like, "Hi, we're not here to destroy things."
She's thankful for this. And gladly accepts your payment for the food that she delivers. Belthus, do you plan on staying at Draenus, or is there another place that you're gonna stay at Draenus?
Yeah, Belthus is just kind of staying at Draenus, praying over, the site, and probably just gonna go to bed at in Draenus' hut.
Okay, perfect.
When we're in our room at the inn, or if we have our own room, doesn't matter. Whenever I'm in a stationary place, Kauska's still, every night this trip, Kauska's, as always, reading that book, looking for any hints of Belthus, but also just enjoying the new stories, because she hasn't quite finished that book we got yet.
Okay. Yeah, looking through it this night, nothing really, jumps out or anything new, and that you can glean as you're kind of just exhausted from the day of this. The morning went one thing after another. High note of grabbing the sword, then the low notes of, having Quasimin's group try to surprise attack you to take the weapon, and then all of a sudden the sudden terrible, terrible loss of your friend Draneth from the terrible demon attack. You kind of drift off to sleep.
Emotional damage!
Emotional damage, that's right. But you guys all gain the benefits of your shift rest. You guys can all take that. Nothing happens until the night. Or I guess I should say late afternoon. Because you guys all seem to fall asleep quite early. And it's probably still night whenever you guys all kind of wake up. You can kill a few hours here and there before you decide to do anything before the first light, but up to you guys. What would you like to do with your new day?
Tenumero would wake up and go into the hut because other people talked about sleeping in there.
Yep, and you see Belthus is kind of coming to. He's the only one present.
Where did the others go?
Oh, I don't think they ended up coming here last night.
Cool. Where do you think they ended up?
Well, it could have been consumed by demons.
Maybe.
Or breakfast.
More amnesia. Or robbing some poor soul somewhere.
We had talked about going to see Haframal, so maybe we track them down and go try to fix, Sir Mallard's memory.
I want Kausica have an idea that if I cast telepathy or something, that might work.
Oh, you could get in there and fix things.
Maybe I'll do that. I'll give that a try.
Well, let's try to track them down.
Let's see. What spells should I have for whatever we're facing today? Dispel, levitate, magic shield, scrying, mental.
As they're kind of getting up and getting ready to go, the rest of you are also doing the same. At the inn.
Do we see Haframal at the end when we go downstairs?
No, you do actually. He's having breakfast.
Oh, good. Kauska goes and sits next to him, climbing up into the seat. There.
Oh, well, hi, small friend.
Hi, Haframal.
Is everything okay?
No. And she looks around because she's like, I think I need somebody who can explain this in a nicer way than me.
Geyer is probably following Kausica down.
Yeah, I'd say Connery's with you guys too.
Geyer will sit to himself.
No?
Connery doesn't like us.
Connery has to go find the sixth member of the group.
Oh, Albert.
Albert?
Where the heck has he been?
Probably just sleeping on top of like Draneth's herb garden.
He's
You walk
probably eating Draneth at this point.
You walk out and like he's sitting out there under a tree with this like this giant like bee's nest, and he's got his paw like digging through the honey. Just
Winnie the Pooh in it.
yeah, Winnie the Pooh in it out there.
You slacker.
Nyra will look over at Calcica, seeing that she seems to be hesitating a little. So I believe what the diminutive one here is saying is that apparently a mutual acquaintance is passed on.
Oh, really?
Yes, a gentleman by the name of Draenith?
Is Geyer like still pretending to not have his memories?
He must be.
Calcica will roll with it.
You mean Draenith?
Yes, I think that's
Draenith is dead?
Yeah.
Yes, apparently some sort of demonic creature attacked him. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even know what time it is, either yesterday or earlier today.
After all, it's been a really crappy like day and a half. We got to Draenith's yesterday, and there was something evil in there, and we killed it, but Draenith was already gone. So we buried him.
That's awful news. He was one of the only ones who really welcomed me here. Didn't look at me as if I was some sort of outcast. Straight up, good fellow.
Yeah, he might have looked a little creepy, but he was very, very kind.
Yeah, definitely looked a little sketch.
I mean,
good heart though. Good heart.
yeah. I don't know if you would want to, but we buried him near his hut. So if you want to go pay your respects, you can go there.
Yeah, thank you. I think I will do that. Would Belthus and Tenumero, would you guys head to the inn, or would you guys head somewhere else for searching around for them?
Probably would go to the inn.
Okay. About this time, then
them.
you guys would probably walk in and see Calcica and Geyer sitting at a table, having breakfast with Halfermal. You can see Halfermal's got a long face, very sad. Looks like he's been delivered some hard news.
They must have told him about Draenith.
Yeah, Tenumero would go over and ask if they told him.
Calcica just nods, looking sad.
Please, I ordered way too much for myself. Please have a seat and dive in. Eat, please.
Tenumero would help herself.
It's like a good variety of breakfast foods presented.
Now we've just got to figure out how we'll tell Draenith's friend to the north.
Yeah.
Halfermal, would you be interested in sharing a message with an old friend of Draenith's of what happened?
I may be able to.
So Tenumero would pull out her map and sort of show a general sense of like how to get to Tanaka Tetsu's area and tell him about you, the Swan Maiden, and
you mean if I travel there, I will get to meet a Swan Maiden?
Oh yes.
I mean, maybe just be nice to any swans you see in the area, just in case.
Right.
She's an
What is
amazing
Halfermal
teacher.
wearing?
Just kind of like standard, like greenish, kind of leatherish looking.
Are his arms exposed?
No. He actually has like long sleeves and like these green gloves with filigree on the end of them.
Okay.
And like a mini like cape type thing that has a hood that he can pull up.
And to Numeral would also share the detail that a demon killed Dranith.
A demon?
That seemed to have summoned out of thin air.
There's no like portal here in Outskirt, is there?
And she would relay what she saw when she scryed.
Oh, so it was just like this temporary thing, huh?
Seemed like it.
We
I
dealt
don't
with it.
know. Yeah, what attracted it?
Well, good, because
Maybe
you know what
power?
happened to the temple with that thing.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like there's a
Consume
portal,
this
though.
place with terrible vines and massive berries.
Mhm.
Oh, but massive berries doesn't sound like a bad thing.
So she would ask, if Aftermall goes on this journey to share that information that the demon just came up and killed Dranith, and that to inform Tanaka Tetsu that we are using his magic to try to defeat the great evil.
I guess I have no reason to delay. I'll get my things ready after breakfast.
Did you all talk to him about Sir Mallard's memory?
Yes.
If he has any.
I'm sitting right here.
This one has been acting very strange.
Mr. Geyer lost his memory. We think a magic issue.
Called Draineth.
He's also not good with names, so maybe that's not the only thing to go off of, though. But you're right, it was a little weird.
Now I know your name, and I know Lady and Lord Elf.
Do you know of any cures for magical mishap? Amnesia?
Magically induced amnesia, huh?
Mhm.
Well,
As they're
this
talking,
could help.
Geyer's gonna...
And he reaches into his kind of like into this like cloak that he's got.
Oh,
and he
no.
pulls out this little packaged, like looks like a little pouch.
Oh no.
Still got a pipe on you?
Just starting. Maybe. I'll pull out the pipe. He's apparently I do.
He takes the pouch, he kind of opens it up, and he like shakes a little down into the pipe, and he gets this a piece of like wood, and he like takes it in there, and he starts like grinding it down into the pipe. Takes a little bit more, and starts grinding. Very complex, yes. And he takes it, and he hands it to you, and he's like, "This may help."
I remember seeing yesterday there was a potted plant in the back of the wagon these people have had me in. Should
Oh,
I
so
put
you
anything from that-
still have it?
Yes,
Great.
I think. Is it yours?
You purchased it from me.
Oh, but it appears you're heading out on a journey. Do you need it back?
No, I think it's for you.
You didn't say though. Should I go put some of that in here as well?
No, that is that.
Oh, interesting.
Real special stuff.
And then a guy who's going to sit down right between Belthus and Tenumeral and just light up. And Kalska, yes, you would have, given what that you know that Geyer's back, you probably would have noticed him when you guys first sat down, that he sort of was like trying to get a glance at his arms, but not trying to be super obvious about it. But Given our traveling, you probably caught it.
Yeah.
And now as he's smoking, he's just inhaling and then turning it over into numeral. Blowing the smoke into numeral.
Kauska looks at Halfmal, and she's kind of, even though she slept and like got a bath, and by all counts should be doing emotionally better this morning, she's not. Even though Geyer's memories are back, she's still just a little bit too far on that emotional spectrum right now. And so she just, while Geyer's smoking and making Tinny and Belthus cough, she looks at Halfmal and says, Can I ask you a favor, Mr. Halfmal?
Sure. What is it?
Can you do this? And she will push up her own sleeves.
Of course. He starts to take off his gloves, sets them down, and takes his sleeves and pulls them up. You can see that he does have markings, but they don't resemble, like, they look more like kind of like tribal and like leaf kind of designs that are going around his arms. But there's no, like, you don't see a Sathmog symbol.
Since Tinny gave him to tend to,
That's
I'm
right.
scared. Okay, and then she just looks relieved. She goes, I didn't want to, like, accuse, but if you see people, and she'll, like, you know, draw, like, on the table with, like, or on something on the plate in front of her with, like, something, like the symbol.
With ketchup.
With ketchup or bacon? You make a symbol out of
I'll
bacon?
make a symbol with bacon. I'll just say to him, it's weird, and I don't think you should go around asking everyone to show their forearms. But everyone who's been a problem the last week and a half, month, however long we've all been doing this, I don't know what time is, had this on their arm. So if you see it, run.
Got it.
It's the mark of Sathmog.
Don't say it so loud in the middle of the inn, Tinny.
I must
three-tongued liberator.
I must say this this mark of Sathmog right here is delicious. And he grabs the bacon and eats it.
Yeah, Kauska eats a piece of bacon to destroy the symbols. She's relieved that Halfmal does not have it and is seeming as how Halfmal always seems with the news.
So Geyer, after a few puffs of this stuff, I want to tell you what happens. You for the next hour, you have the dazed condition.
Okay.
But your hit point maximum increases by 5.
Ooh.
And you're immune to any fear attacks.
Alrighty then.
For the next hour.
This is awesome.
Because you don't have a care in the world. But you're slightly disoriented.
Sir Mallard, is your memory back?
Did it work? Did it work?
The guy's just going to sort of lean over, grab Tenumeral around the neck, pull her in close. I like this stuff. This is good stuff. You want to try some?
Does that mean he's back? Or no?
He's back.
It tastes better than those bones you're wearing around your neck.
What?
I don't think
Wait,
she heard
what?
you. She didn't hear you, Geyer.
It tastes better than the bones you're wearing around your neck.
You haven't tasted my necklace?
Has Tinny tasted her necklace? I don't know if I want that answer.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Well, who doesn't at times, put their necklace in their mouth while they're thinking? Or bored.
Tinny, that's like your grandmother's finger.
Great-grandmother's. My
Great-grandmother.
grandmother has not passed it.
I don't know if that makes it better or not, Tinny. I'm just
Technically creating broth.
We've all
gross.
used to suck our thumbs. It's just not normal to suck other people's. I'm just saying.
Well,
We get power. to keep being the seers.
And then Geyer will look over to Belthus, would you like some?
I'm okay. Demons could come out of anywhere at any time. You seem to be having a little too much fun over there.
Geyer will go back to smoking it.
Does anyone want to learn anything perhaps from Haffermall before we depart and he departs? Perhaps
Where are we going now?
somebody might need a new spell, I don't know.
I don't know where we're going, but we're eventually gonna leave town, Mr. Geyer.
Oh.
What does
I can't-
Haffermall have again?
I can't learn magic, so Kalska immediately looks bored and keeps eating bacon.
Half a mile. Add.
Be more directed at Connery and Geyer.
I'm still with my bear.
He's still outside with the bear.
Oh, Connery's not here.
Yeah, he's
We're sharing a bear hug.
here in the Roll20 chat is what half of them all had.
Okay.
I don't have any more bear buns. Sorry.
Yeah, I think I got that. And then I think Connery has everything he could have from Haffermall also.
No, I'm looking for Dispel. I was gonna get it from Dranith, but since somebody killed Dranith off, I'm gonna try to learn it from Haffermall.
Cool, I think that's a good
Does
idea.
Haffermall he doesn't have Dispel.
He does.
Oh, he does. I
Yeah.
skipped
Yeah.
it in my brain.
I definitely saved a list of everything that I could get from each person.
Well, that being said, Connery, you wanted to spend, you'd have to spend a shift learning, and then probably, so you guys would probably spend another day here in Outskirt, if that's the case.
Oh,
Well, since
Connery, do you
10
still...
The stream,
Sorry.
I'd do that after we, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys. Let you guys decide how you want to handle it.
Makes sense to do tonight because then you can use the spell for the next week's session.
True.
Because you can't use it the session you learn it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
do you still need a grimoire?
left, is there anything else that you guys want to do in town here in Outskirt?
Do we have all the supplies we need for
Kalska would go with Geyer to the stores to get anything we need
Mhm.
and enjoy the act of we're gonna go off and giggle about how nobody's caught on yet. And
And as they're doing it, Geyer will look, and again, slightly slurry, little stumbly. I even used his name.
I know he didn't catch it.
You know, I don't think there's any... Ding, ding, ding.
No, I think there is. I think he's just more concerned with, demons appearing than your memory right now. It's more of a be ready for a fight than worry about the duck moment. Not that he wouldn't protect you. And then Kalska stops for a second.
In front of me.
Yeah, Kalska stops for a second and just goes, wait, Mr. Geyer, did you
Yes.
put Connery in front of you and that demon at Joanna's house?
Sort of thing for say. I have no recollection of what you're talking about.
Fair. Yeah, Kalska doesn't, she's just a little, it hits her, that memory of that moment finally comes back to her. She's just like, if it keeps Geyer safe. In her head, she's like, I'd prefer if you pull Belthus in front of you because he can take better hits, but they'll talk about that as they walk.
And we don't have to, if you guys want to purchase anything, we don't have to role play through all that if you guys don't want to. I mean, you guys can go look through the rule book there, and I think I remember it said that most common items were available here.
Okay.
So if there's anything that you want or desire for a long trip or anything like that, you guys can pick that up and look at the rule book. Belthus to numeral, anything over the course of the next day while Connery's doing this training, is there anything that you guys would be interested in or doing, or?
I I would have also asked Connery if he needed a grimoire for the training, or okay, because now she has Dranus, and if Connery was in need of one,
I've got specifically enough spells to meet my my base chance.
okay, cool. And then I'd probably go into the store, and see if there's anything I want to get.
Sure.
Oh, I want to get more bandages. 'Cause I
Check.
used a few.
Me too. I'd go along to get some too.
Yeah, it says like the general store has the common items that are listed in chapter 6, and they can be purchased at or whatever the value is listed there. The blacksmith, I believe, all common and uncommon weapons, shields, and armor listed in chapter 6 can be purchased there, and rare items can be ordered and ready in a week.
Oh, word? We can do rares?
Rares if you have a week of like chilling. So if you wanted to stay here for a week, order something for a rare weapon, shield, armor, you could do that.
I'm gonna.
And also if you have anything that's like anything that's damaged or needs repair, they can also do that.
Could I also order an Uma Thurman?
Don't think they can quite make the Uma Thurman for you.
Okay, so now I have 13 bandages.
But if you want to go ahead, we don't have to role play all this like trading and stuff out, Connery. If you wanted to go ahead and make your rules for learning that spell during this day with half them all.
What was it here? It was general magic, and I think that's a fail, correct? Because I'm pretty sure learning spells is above, not below.
Let me check one more time.
Make a roll against with a boon. Oops, I did that
Below
wrong.
your 8%.
Teachers. The easiest but most expensive way to learn a spell is from a teacher who already knows it. The lesson takes one shift. You cannot activate it until the end of the game session. You must then use an advancement mark. So this counts as an advancement mark for the school. You make a roll against your intelligence with a boon. On a success, you learn the spell. Yep, you learn it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Just spell.
Half
No, I'm not the only one who can close
half
a
amount
portal.
does require 3 gold pieces for teaching it to you, which I'm sure you can afford. Bartering. Oh, look at this, and you succeed. And you succeed. He'll do it for 2.
All right, yay! He is a gracious.
Okay.
Also gonna buy a rowboat. And
rowboat?
a guard dog.
And a guard dog?
Says that's common.
In the in the book,
Ogre.
really?
Yeah.
We wanted to buy a bunch of bodyguards, have
That's
guy
a
or
bunch of dogs. So you got your own doggy now.
Yeah.
You gotta come up with a name for your guard dog.
I know. I didn't know that was an option. I never looked that far into
I had no idea that was an option
things you
either.
could buy.
Here we go.
Okay, so that's 30 gold. Yeah, because I'm like, you know what? I saw these boats and I thought that could be a good idea considering we're going to be trying to get through a lake.
Great thinking. Great thinking.
So,
One,
what
two,
did you
three,
buy?
4.
You bought a rowboat. Let's see how much space it takes, though.
4 people and 50 weight units.
Okay, so, but how much like space would it take up? Like, if you guys were gonna put it in your wagon, like how many?
Oh yeah.
Like that's
Go with us.
that's the only thing. How like?
That would be the whole cart, I think.
Well, if it says 50 units, is that the only thing that it says is 50 units?
4 people in 50 weight units, yeah.
So, but that's what it can hold, right?
Yeah.
But it probably doesn't say like how much like space it consumes, huh?
No.
Oh, the guard dog?
No, the rowboat.
Oh, the rowboat.
Yeah, I was about to say the guard dog consumes the space of a backpack as you carry him around like one of those chihuahuas.
Yeah, you totally could.
Maybe we can like flip it upside down, and it'll be like a cover for the it'll keep it nice and sheltered. So
You
the
know,
dogs-
that's actually a pretty good idea.
right. Like when you see kayaks in the back of like
I dig it.
bed of a truck.
I would say this though, it's not going to make it lighter. So the weight of it what's your cart looking at like right now as far as capacity goes?
Let me see here. What have we?
Have you ever seen a lowrider? It's about the same. Like all that weight.
Yeah, you look at it from the back end and like the axle's like bent and the wheels are like sticking out of the sides.
I have the port.
Up it sparks.
I have that dagger. Just bought some more food.
Do we have enough? Do we have rope? Do we have to replace any rope?
I have 50 feet of silk rope.
Great, so we can tie
10
you
meters of
to
silk
the
rope.
back of the boat and drag you, since it can only fit 4 people.
I think Guy can swim just fine on his own. I don't think we need to drag him.
I can't remember if we sold Bothel's axe.
I think you were trying to sell it to the people at that fort, and then they fell asleep because we drugged them.
Yeah, that did
I
happen.
don't think we sold it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
used to be able to see the party inventory, but now I don't.
It's under wagon with donkey and donkey.
Yeah, right at the top it should be.
Roll 20 looks funny.
Wagon with donkey and donkey.
I see like the chat, the library, the journal.
Journal.
It's
and
under,
then
Yep,
there's
that's
under
under
something.
journal. If you click on journal, it should be up at the top. You should wagon.
So it's very, very top.
I would say like you guys can put this boat on there, but with all the stuff you guys have in there,
Yeah.
you're probably at
yeah.
pretty much max capacity with that wagon. Because you got a
Yeah.
ton of stuff in there when I click on it.
Yeah. But a lot of
Beltis,
it
you
is-
have a fishing rod in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
a lot
I have
of it
a-
also isn't like hugely heavy stuff either.
Yeah.
Like the rations are in a 2-weight barrel. Oh, actually, I probably need more.
Okay, now hear me out on this.
barrel.
The spell levitate specifically says that you levitate yourself or another person or object of up to human size and let it float up to 6 meters in any direction. And after which you move it to that distance, then it starts to descend. What if we just levitate it and don't move it?
All to the
Can
ground,
just
I
stay
think.
forever.
Because it's instant.
nice attempt to
Leave it there for the rest of the time.
All right. Well, you guys got this boat now strapped to the wagon. Calcico or Tenumeral has a dog now. You'll have to tell us. You'll have to think about what kind of dog you purchased as your guard dog.
Oh, are there different kinds? Yeah, let me go to page 99.
Well, I mean, you could just make it up narratively. Just tell us what your guard dog is. You know, whenever you get the
Connery
chance.
spent 50 gold reserving 25 bodyguards.
I can't believe I have.
Is now patrolling the town.
That gets you them for a day. It's gonna take us longer than a day to get there. They'll leave halfway through.
It's worth it.
It's right.
For them to just leave?
No, I'm gonna
He's not
have
paying
them
me anymore. My contract only lasts a day. I'm out of here.
every day.
All his bodyguards like walk through the forest and leave him.
Literally, that's what I'm gonna waste all my money on, teaching a bunch of bodyguards how to do the Thriller dance.
And as you guys finish purchasing these items, get your gear organized, I think that is a good place for end this episode of Dragonbane, Secret of the Dragon Emperor.